Today, I'm addressing what I consider to be perhaps the biggest problem with Master League. What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're talking Master League and the number one thing that we need. First off, hope you guys have a great weekend. Big weekend for football. Barcelona, Atletico Madrid, Real Madrid, Sevilla, my team Real Madrid. Yeah, we got embarrassed by Chelsea, I know. La Liga title implications all on the line. We also have a finals preview of the Champions League between Chelsea and City. Bayern Munich just wrapped up the Bundesliga. Wolfsburg just had a big game. Brekalo scored a hat-trick. Shout out to Croatia. So a lot of stuff coming. Also, shameless plug for my future football channel. It's starting later this month in time for Euro 2020/Euro 2021. Regardless of all that, let's address Master League. First things first. I did the vote a couple days ago, guys. I'm sorry for anyone offended in the vote. Valencia, Arsenal, Bordeaux, and Hertha Berlin. I ended up going with Hertha BSC. The reason I went with them is I've not done the Bundesliga yet, and one of my subscribers, Joshua, I think, is it Joshua? Joshua Victor, shout out to you, man. He brought it up that we haven't done Bundesliga, and don't get me wrong, Valencia would have been a lot of fun. Arsenal did come second, but I am going to the Premier League for a long, or at least England, for a long Road to Glory type series before we wrap up PES 2021. So I know I'll be in England again. It just made sense to go with Hertha Berlin. So I'm sorry if you're really upset, but I'm telling you, I think it's going to be a really fun series. Now, one thing in particular with this series, and I mentioned it in the last video, which is why I kind of delayed starting a new series, is there's a mod coming out. The mod, to me, is going to change the Master League experience completely. It's made by a guy, his name is Pog Champion. He's from Croatia as well. So more shout out to Hrvatska over there. What am I pointing? What am I doing? Fun fact, by the way, guys, when I was in Trinidad as a kid, I was the ball boy at the 2001 Under-17 World Cup. So if you remember Nico Kranjčar from Croatia, if you remember Carlos Tevez, obviously, I was like a little kid and these guys were like 16 years old at the time and I got to like hang out and talk to them. Tevez like waved at me once. It was great. Good memories. But this guy, Pog Champion, he's made this mod, and what he's done is he's found a hidden stat in Master League called Reputation. Now, the stat, not really in Master League, in edit mode. The stat is not visible in the game. It's in the back-end files. There's some editors, if you're playing on PC, that you can download. And what they do is allow you to edit the game from a program off the game. So you can do things a lot faster, bump up stats. It's not going to take as long as going manually. But you know what? Let me get a Bundesliga game playing in the background so you're not just looking at me being annoying for the next 10 minutes. Alright guys, so we're going to get Leipzig and Frankfurt going soon. But basically, what he's done in this mod, and I'll put it on the screen, is he's found this stat and he's adjusted it for players across the globe. Mostly Europe so far, he's still developing it some more. Now the really good news is he's actually releasing this tomorrow, which is insane. The whole reason I was even doing this Hertha Berlin series before Road to Glory was to kind of kill some time before he released the mod. Now he is releasing it tomorrow, which means we'll have it in the Hertha Berlin series, which is incredible. Now the deal with the entire mod is what it's going to do is kind of what I did in the anti-regen project, right? Which is bump up a lot of the young players to higher stats. The problem right now in Master League is there is not enough dynamic development, which is something that is in FIFA. As much as FIFA has issues, I think the career mode is far ahead of Master League. Master League is much better on the pitch, but we need way more off the pitch to make it a more enthralling experience overall. So dynamic potential, if you don't understand, it's pretty simple. In PES, you may have players that are rated 50, 60, etc. These guys will never, no matter what you do, you could score 1,000 goals with a 55 rated striker. He's not going to get to 70s, 80s, 90s where he should. I remember back in PES 6, and PES has always had, different development curves, but I remember specifically there was a Brazilian forward at Udinese in like 2005, 6 or something. His name was Schumacher. Let me get this game started, all this pre-game stuff. Yes, so back to my PES 6 story. Schumacher was this Brazilian forward. I don't think he panned out at all. I think he ended up playing lower league football or something. But he was like 17 or 18, I think, in like PES 6. And I'll never forget, me and my friend, we did a Master League together with Udinese. And we force-fed everything to Schumacher to help him score, help him be the top scorer in Serie A, etc. I remember we were able to get him so much better just because he was performing on the pitch. That doesn't really exist in PES anymore. I cannot take a 55 rated striker and make him 80 or 90 rated. And to me, that really breaks the game. So the problem with this, guys, is you end up just buying the same players over and over because the same players develop the same way every time. It's not dynamic. It's not based on what's happening in the actual Master League save that you're in. To me, that's so immersion breaking. What this mod does, as you can see on the screen now, it's going to completely fix this, right? He's gone through, he's found that reputation stat, and what he's found is that a lot of the players, it's I think it's between 1 and 8 is the reputation number, and higher, closer to 8, are the guys who have really big potential. For example, there are a couple players in Master League, and like unknown players too, they'll jump 10, 11 points over 3-4 seasons. I remember last year in my Racing Santander save, there was a Spanish defender, Kike, who randomly went from like 67 to 79 in 3 seasons. It was crazy. That needs to happen way more often for way more players. So what he's doing with this mod is he's gone through, changed that reputation stat. What he's found is that a lot of the young players, the reputation stat is at a 2 out of 8. So what he's done is he's changed that to higher with 6, 7, stuff like that. And he's seen a lot more dynamic development. He's given some examples here. You can see Ryan Gravenberch, Josko, right? Josko Gvardiol, who just went to Leipzig. Sorry if my pronunciation's wrong, Croatians. But yeah, so you can see he's getting much more out of these players, and to me, that's what Master League and any kind of football sim is about. It's why Football Manager is so fun and important, because you can have these realistic things happening. So to me, out of everything, of course, regens, we know that's already given. I didn't want to talk about that anymore. But what PES needs to do for PES 2022 is add in dynamic potential. I need to feel like everyone on my squad, in my reserves, has an equal and fair chance to become a superstar if their play on the pitch warrants it. Let me know what you guys think about that. Master League starting Monday, Hertha Berlin. We will have the mod in. I'll have to install it tomorrow and then get the first episode started. I'm so excited. Everyone's gonna have a face. Everyone's gonna have a stadium. It's gonna be beautiful. Thank you guys so much for all the support.